times this year. And John, man, I thank you so much for calling in tonight, and I'm hoping you're doing well out there in California this evening.
Oh, thanks, Greg. It's a real honor to be honored by you playing my music to the degree you play it, and it's great to speak with you again. And speaking of Larry Sparks, it's not often you get a chance to put the spotlight back on to somebody who is such a great artist.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you being the DJ you are, and digging the fact that Larry Sparks is a wonderful artist.
Well,
again, I was just so privileged to be on the show. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, it's an honor. I mean, and John too. You share a great affection of bluegrass music, and
yeah, I do.
I mean, us being here in Kentucky, and obviously we've got the honor at this station to play everything from bluegrass to rock and roll, and honestly being the home of you here in the FM dial. But what makes bluegrass special to John Waite, the artist? What's so great about bluegrass music?
Well, I've got Irish in me. I got an Irish heritage in my past. And I think that a lot of bluegrass comes from obviously Virginia, and it's Americana. It's at its purest, and I think that it speaks of the working man and the problems and the joys of being in this world as a human, making your way. It sounds a little lofty, but I can relate to that from my upbringing in the northwest of England.
Yeah.
And like I said, with Irish roots, and being plugged into people like wonderful Irish music as the chieftains, and to me that's just bluegrass is an extension of that, and I love the melodies, and I love the stories, and it's so genuine and heartfelt, and it's so American in its purest form,
I love that. Your lyrics over the years, I think, we speak of the voice, the persona on stage, but too as a lyricist, a guy that puts the pen to the paper and writes. Man, what a brilliant body of work that you've been, able to give us over the years. And I'm just thinking, I was thinking this morning of your career from the first time that I got the vinyl from the first Babies album and until now, this journey that you've went through. I mean, do you ever sit around, whether you're drinking tea, coffee, or you're on your bike, or you're in your car, do you ever stop and say, my God, what a journey I've been on?
Oh yeah. I think it's a learning process, but so is life. And you sing about what you know. And as life goes on, you learn more. Mm-hmm. And there's no such thing as being jaded as a songwriter.
Yeah.
I think that any artist that is on a mission to try and describe what's happening to him in his life is there's always something in front of you. Yeah. Whether it's the fact that the end is closer than the beginning, it's a tremendous journey that we share together in this world, and just to try and describe what's going on, it's difficult, but when you get it, it seems to make sense of everything,
Yeah. Are you a type of writer, John? Does it hit you in the middle of the night? Does it wake you up?
Oh, yeah.
A thought? I mean, how does that happen for you, John? How does a song happen?
Well, you be walking down the street and you see somebody doing something, whether it's a young couple laughing, or a homeless person, or somebody on their way to looks like a businessman, or somebody playing the guitar on a street corner, and every person has a tremendous story to tell.
Yeah.
And you can be like looking at the pavement, and you think of something comes into your head and it rhymes.
Yeah.
And you push it forward and it rhymes some more, and then you get like first verse. And before you know it, it's a song. But it comes out of it could come out of a Coca-Cola bottle. There's absolutely no way you can go looking for it.
Yeah.
But it finds you,
Wow. That's great stuff, man. The first song I want to play here, we've been so blessed now. Even at the end of the night, we're going to play live all access in its entirety now. I think for the sixth time this fall. The song "If You Ever Get Lonely," meaning a special way. It's incredible here on the live aspect as well. But Love and Theft, right? Still making waves with this song, John. Is that correct?
Yeah, last week they went to 33 in the country chart.
Wow.
And they came back on the GSC countdown, the video channel at GSC, Brit American Country. They came back on at 20. They've been in it for about like 8 weeks, and then they fell off 2 weeks ago, and I thought, well, that's that, And on Friday they came back on. Wow. And last week the single went up one notch, So it's just hanging in there. It's just, I think it's going to go top 30.
Wow.
The country market is so competitive, and the songs are so great. It's hard to hold your ground in that market. But they're just two young guys that are touring all the time. They play everywhere. They play benefits. They play big stages. They play in people's living rooms. They're the kind of guys that play 7 days a week.
Right.
They're the real thing, And I think it's you have to take your hat off to a band that can play that many gigs in a year, and really are there for the fans. And I'm very fortunate they picked one of my songs that I co-wrote, and I'm just willing them all. Every time I do it, I play it on stage. I mention them and say that they're close to having a really big hit. They had #1 single last year.
Yes.
So it is a big deal for me and for them.
Oh yeah, you've had some great artists to cover your songs. How flattering, how rewarding. What type of emotion do you get when you hear someone singing your song? I mean, Tina Turner to me is one of the greatest singers of all time.
Yeah.
She covered "Missing You," and I always think that Ike and Tina Turner days get so overshadowed. I played too much "Woman for a Henpecked Man" the other night, and I'm thinking, what a great vocalist. But Tina covering one of your songs, I know that had to make you feel good as an artist, though.
Oh, it took my breath away. It did. I mean, I've always been a huge fan of Tina, and when I was about to be #1, I met her at a party in New York City, and she was just about to not be #1 with what's Love Got to Do with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked up and introduced myself and said how much I enjoyed her work all my life, and I was sorry to see myself being the guy knocking her out at #1, but I'd rather it was me than anybody else to tell her, She was the sweetest person in the world. She was the nicest person. On my last studio record, I covered Sweet Rhode Island Red.
Oh, God,
I can see, it's a great song, That's it. I can see the song. And there are some people that are just so good. It doesn't matter whether you hear their songs once a week or once a day or once a year. I mean, they're just in the ether, and they're with us all the time. And I can see that. This blew my mind. When I was 12, I can remember listening to oh God, I'm going blank. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm going blank. Proud Mary. And I just thought, it's 12.
Yeah.
Listening to her sing on a small record player in my bedroom, and then all those years later get to meet her, and then to have her cover one of my songs. It's just, there's no words for how honored I felt.
Wow. Let's do "If You Ever Get Lonely," John. We're rooting on for Love and Theft, but you talk about the brilliance of your work right here, my friends. It's right here. It is. We're celebrating the life and times and music of John Waite tonight, and this is one of the great songs that, to me, is why he's one of the greatest singers in the history of music. John Waite on the MNT.
It's so good to hear your voice. You keep breaking up. And all the static and the noise, but I'll keep listening, 'cause I never had a choice when it came to you. I'd love to see you if you're ever
John, as we head into the holidays here, how do you celebrate the holidays, if you wouldn't mind us to ask? I mean, what happened?
Well, I generally go home to England.
Good.
And see my mother.
Wow, God bless you.
I'm leaving, yeah, I know. I'm leaving on Tuesday, and I'm going to go there for a couple of weeks, keep my mum company over the holiday, and then come back.
Wow.
But I sometimes stay in America, but we lost my dad about 4 years ago, so I make this real special effort to go home every Christmas now, and it's a beautiful thing, you know. I mean, it's like Charles Dickens, you know, on ice.
Yeah.
It's really nice, you know. I mean, we go to church on Christmas Day, and she cooks a great big meal, and you know, friends come over, and it's really it's a really pretty Christmas, you know. Yeah. But I think wherever you are in the world, you know, you find yourself amongst friends and family on Christmas Day, and the spirit touches you, you know. It's peace on earth, you know. And we all seem to take a breath at Christmas, and the fighting stops in the world. Yeah. I mean, everybody seems to want to have unity, you know. I think in their own lives they do, but Christmas brings us all together.
That's true.
It's a beautiful time of year. It's one of my favorite holidays. It's not my favorite holiday, so you know, I wish everybody out there the greatest Christmas yet, and I hope you have a beautiful New Year.
Absolutely, John. 2014 is vast. It's right on our doorstep here.
Yeah,
and
really
what can we look forward to with you, my friend, in 2014? More touring?
Well, a lot of touring. We're booking gigs now for a tour across America that will take us probably about into the summer, and then we go to Europe for a month to tour there, and then back, and then more touring, and there'll be a greatest hits album coming out with a couple of new songs on it.
Wow!
So you know, it's difficult. It's incredible. You know, this year, Greg, I didn't really try that hard. I put out a live album because I just really wanted to do it. I had a great band, and we're having a lot of fun touring and meeting other people out there and playing, and it's just been one of the happiest years of my life, really. And we did really well and got tremendous reviews, and we got a song in the Warm Bodies movie, which was like a #1 movie, and now I just found out 3 days ago we got another song in the new Will Ferrell movie, Anchorman.
That's going to be a huge hit.
You know, I love Will Ferrell. He makes me laugh, you know. But it's been such a great year. I mean, I didn't really go after being more successful this year. It just came to me. But in the spirit of that, I'd like to keep going and keep recording and hopefully play to as many people as possible. You know.
Well, we spoke off there, and I think we're going to try in 2014 as well, John, as hopefully your tour schedule may happen, that we may be fortunate to get an opportunity to bring you down this way for an opportunity to see you here, maybe in Whitesburg at our concert series, if everything can work out. That would be.
You know, we were just talking off air when we were playing New York City Girl, but if we can get within 100 miles, we'll just drive down there and knock it out. We'd love to come, and we appreciate the support. And like I say, Appalachia has a tremendous. I mean, we just talk about Alison Krauss, you know, or on the train, the love train, you know, the Christmas train, whatever it is, you know. And me and Alison talked about that a lot, and how much she enjoyed that. And like I was talking about my drive around the mountains, and you know, I spent a lot of time there just being there. I mean, it's a beautiful part of the world, and I would love to spend more time there. I really would.
Well, we'll definitely welcome you with open arms. We talked. You mentioned Allison there. The "Missing You" duet that you guys did. Definitely, to me, one of the great pieces of music for either one of you. I love the stuff she did with Robert Plant. But that song, particularly with her, what makes her so great, John? What is that special thing about Alison Krauss that just...
Alison is the purest spirit. She's like she's like the calm light.
Yeah.
That illuminates. Well, it illuminates my life. I mean, everything about Alison is the real deal.
Yeah.
And she's honest, generous, and a beautiful person. And I think you don't meet, if you can meet one of those in your lifetime, you've really managed to do well.
Yeah.
And I was speaking to her today on the phone, and we were laughing and stuff. And you know, she's just that person. Mm-hmm. We're all lucky that she's making music for us to listen to.
Yeah. Well, John, I can say the same thing, and I think when two great forces come together, this made that incredible song that you gave us so many years ago, it gave it another light, another avenue, but just another way of us appreciating you as well. And John, as we're getting ready to get off here, we can't thank you enough, my friend, for being who you are over the years. I think if you never wrote another piece of music, if you never wrote a piece of music, I think everybody could say, well, this world's better to have a John Waite in it, because...
Well, God bless you. That's such a nice thing to say, and I truly appreciate it. But, when you make music to share with people, and if nobody was listening, there'd be no reason to make it. And it's not just the fact they hear it. It's when people understand it and are touched by it.
Yeah.
It's always a two-way street. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm here in Santa Monica on the phone to you, and if you didn't listen and understand to what I was saying, there would be no point to it. But the fact that you get it makes it all worthwhile, and I'm grateful. It means a great deal to me.
Well, I can say I've been blessed, John, literally to grow up with your career. And some of the great moments of my life I can remember. Your music's been around it, and now to share it to 5 states on the radio dial, to the world on the web and the phones, and to get to play your music, my friend, I can say every time I hit that track, it's an honor to do that.
God bless you. God bless you, and thank you.
We're going to finish it tonight here with John here and continue this live salute to John and his great work tonight as we celebrate the life and times and music of John Waite on this great evening. I'll keep John on the line, and we'll enjoy this song, my friends.
I always catch my breath, and I'm still standing here. And you're miles away, and I'm wondering why you left. And there's a storm that's raging.
John Waite and the incredible Alison Krauss covering John's great song, Missing You. And John just told me on the phone how much he appreciated Liz and Rita, and also to Michelle for making this thing happen. And he said, God bless you, and a Merry Christmas to you, and thank you so much for the support that you've gave him over the years. And Liz and Rita and Michelle being our great guest DJs, put together this segment here tonight with Rondo, Tim, and Keisha, and obviously with John. And we're going to be coming back and featuring them as we did a great interview with them, and they're going to be spinning some songs. So we can't think enough. I can't think of John enough, and Rondo, Keisha, Tim, but I can't think of Rita and Liz and Michelle so much for the opportunity to do this tonight. And this is why I think, folks, at MMT is so special, that it's a community. We say this is community radio, and it's exactly